Great game there.
So a good game at Galvin Park as well, with huge connotations on the season at Galvin Park this afternoon. On centre wing, Weiss gets it down. Rove though by Highland. Right foot kick towards centre half forward. Nick Maharis runs back. Off hands, he and Fisher run at it. Maharis gets there first. Can he pick it up? Yes, he can. Handball back. Misses Highland. Scown comes in. Wraps him up. Also Hesselwood. He got the handball away. Scown on hands and knees. Tries to drag it in and then get it away to Fisher, who runs across half back. Needs some support. Handball. Missed a target. Coming through the middle. Also fighting hard for it. McDermott. Held to him. Umpire to come in. And it will be a ball up at centre half forward. Thomson in attack.
There's quite a few players, Laurie, appear to sort of lead with the body instead of putting the head down in to get the footy.
Yeah, and there's a lot of tired boys out there too, so they'll be the best, the fittest side that can run this out.
From the ruck contest, Oakley does his own roving work, tried to get it away. Handball, chopped off by Ferguson. Quick handball to Cranage off a step at half back. High kick towards the wing. Mitchell has to stand underneath it, can't take it. Comes through Longstaff, also there was Sanders. And the umpire and Hearn also there. And Hearn and Aitchison hold on to it rugby style, and we'll give it back to the umpire for a ball up on centre wing.
And the other thing out there, Jason's not much wind.
So not much advantage for Thomson in the final term from the ruck contest. Oakley got it down, on hands and knees, fighting for it. Cranage, close to the boundary line. Hearn picks it up, kick around the corner, towards half forward. Harrington's there against Roberts. Roberts wants the boundary line, finds it. Good defensive play. Off hands and out of bounds. Still 3 points of difference. 13-7-85 North Geelong. Thomson 12-10-82.
Waiting the return of the football. Boundary umpire not required to go over the fence, of course.
So the coach has to go and get it, Russell Hearn. He could have delegated.
He's taking some deep breaths, Russell, too, just quietly.
Sucking him in. It's in Welsh's front yard, Nelly. He hasn't thrown the ball back yet either. He's just going to hand it to the boundary umpire.
He's smarter than that.
Yeah, he's smarter than that. Standing right, front and centre now, Russell Hearn. For the ruck contest between Hesselwood and Oakley. Boundary umpire throws it in. Oakley gets it down. Chopped off though by Cranage. Right foot kick towards half forward. Harrington runs away from him. He can run onto it now. Coming across though is Forbes. Harrington used his body. Left foot kick was terrible. It's into the car park. Out of bounds on the full. And it will be a free kick to the Tigers in the last line of defence.
I would have thought, Laurie, that Thomson should be hell-bent first on getting a goal to get in front and then seeing what they can do about the game. But it's very lacklustre the first 3 minutes of this last quarter.
Yeah, well, one of the moves I'd make, I'd move Mario Zitko out to centre half forward and put Kane Harrington. He's done a good job. He's just been shadowed by Roberts in the last couple of quarters, and he looks a bit tired there at centre half forward. And the footy's going there. You want a bit of speed there.
So the ball kicked, long kick from Forbes, up the pack, it comes to Shane Stone for Thomson. Kicked it long to centre half forward, attacking the football there was Rob Tajani. Can't target, nice little tap along there for Thomson. Over to, well, you wouldn't want to believe it, is that touched, or is it not?
Hit the post.
Timmy Gardner it was, the local hero, almost put them in front. Unfortunately, the ball hit the post. 12-11-83 Thomson. They trailed North Geelong 13-7-85. 2 points of difference on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre. Final quarter scoreboard, almost 4 minutes gone.
McDermott plays on from fullback, kicks it out long. Mahara's got his name written on it, can't take the mark. Handball by Wilson to Longstaff, gave it back towards him, gives it to Cranage, runs through the middle, they're running the Magpies. Right foot kick long towards Dragosevic, works Forbes under the ball and takes the mark. Thought about playing on, holds it though.
Smart move.
And will line up for goal from 35 metres out. Oh, chips the ball over the top, and danger for Thomson because Marty Sanders taking the mark, plays on quickly, needs to kick the goal now, and has.
He's kicked it.
So Marty Sanders has kicked his second. And for North Geelong, that is their 14th. They go to 14-7-91. They lead Thomson 12. And I think they've got the scoreboard wrong. 12-11-83 it is. And it is 12-11-83 Thomson, North Geelong 14-7-91. That's on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre. Final quarter scoreboard, 5 minutes played.
3/4 time, winter reserve. Belmont Lions, 18 goals, 6. Anarchy, 17 goals, 6.
Jeez, close one there too, at winter reserve.
And a fair bit hanging to that for Belmont Lions. I hope Philpott doesn't hear that score.
And there's a lot of footy left in this one.
There certainly is, Laurie. As the ball goes up in the middle, Dean Oakley gets it down to O'Connor for Thomson. Hooks it around the body to centre half forward. Well, slipped there. It was that Nick Maharis comes to the front of the pack to Shane Stone. The leads come from Troy Maharis. Picks it up well. Handball to Hood. Runs inside 50. Has a go at the goals. Unfortunately, doesn't hit the ball too well off the boot on that occasion. His second behind. 4 goals, 2 to Brent Hood. And it's 12 goals, 12, 84 Thomson, 14, 7, 91 North Geelong, Buckley's Entertainment Centre. Final quarter scoreboard, 5.5 minutes gone.
So Joe McDermott waits for the footy to come back. And we'll do the kicking once again for the Magpies. Went to the outer side last time. It looks to come to the grandstand side looking for Gibbs. Hesselwood's there as well. Gibbs stands his ground, takes the mark at half back. Long lead on from Kennedy. Goes in that direction now. Needs some support though because there's two against him. He tapped it on. Weiss to run at it. And Hesselwood. Weiss does well. Great play by the big man. Leadership from the captain this afternoon.
He's played his heart out.
And has seen a boundary throw in. On centre wing. Commentary box side. He gets back to do the ruck work against Dean Oakley. Boundary throw in. Oakley works his way to the front and gets it down. O'Connor's there. Handball set Bromley up. Needs to handball it away. Still on hands and knees. Hearn in there as well. Gets up. Gets down. Did he get a push in the back?
Yes.
Oh, the umpire thought about it, but he did give a push. Thought about holding the ball for just a split second, I reckon. But Russell Hearn's got it centre wing. Towards half forward. Oh, it just brings rain with the kick. Longstaff. Aitchison. In front, tapped away. Harrington, Aitchison, handball was quick towards Robert Scott, slung off the ball, head high tackle. And we'll take the free kick at half back. And Marty Sanders and he have been going at it most of the afternoon for some unknown reason. Roberts at half back for Thomson. Nick Maharis gives him a lead. He goes in that direction. Might drop short, will it? It goes up. Fisher against him. Off hands. Hood's there. Trying to tap it on the Stone. Gives it away to O'Connor. Through the middle. Chips it up towards half forward. Big thump away. North Geelong defence working overtime. Gibbs thought about the handball. Then he got the kick away towards centre wing. Ferguson tapped it on to Fisher intelligently. Handball through the middle to Jani. Little right foot kick towards Cranage. Wasn't supposed to go there. In the end it did. Handball back was terrible and chopped off by O'Connor. Could be the turnover Thomson need. He goes wide looking for Gardner. Up against Wilson. Gardner runs away. Timmy 50 out. Spears the pass. Troy Maharis taking the mark. And will shoot for goal 35 metres out directly in front.
Just amazing what a turnover will do, Laurie. that was going north way, and the turnover, Troy Maharis was 25 metres from his opponent.
So Troy Maharis kicked one goal, 3 this afternoon so far. This to put another goal on the board for Thomson and make the difference at 1 point. He comes in now. There's a few North Geelong supporters here. The horns have gone out. Troy Maharis comes in.
Don't miss them.
And has put it straight through the middle for goal number 2. And for Thomson, that is their 13th. They go to 13-12-90. And they trail North Geelong 14-7-91. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. 8 minutes played.
Laurie, it's first goal for Thomson since half-time, you know.
Is it?
Yep.
You wouldn't have thought they would. I mean, that's what the coach said at three-quarter time. That was their problem. They were just not being patient enough with their disposal and blazing away. And that's something you've been doing most of the year, I feel.
Yeah, so a very interesting scenario now. Point the difference at the 8.5 minute mark of the final quarter. Both sides with it all to do in the last quarter of this most important game for both clubs. Ball goes in the air once again. Oakley and Weiss. Oakley on this occasion gets the tap down. Ferguson with pace comes through the middle. Handballs to Russell Hearn. He turns, kicks towards centre half forward. It's open territory there. Forbes attacks the footy as you've got to do. Well done. Taps it down to Baxter. No one to kick it to. Kicked wild. Does find Shane Stone on the wing. Handball to Dean Oakley. Wasn't ready for it. That comes back to Russell Hearn. Good tackling, Dean Oakley. Back to Cranage by hand. He kicks long toward the goal square. One-on-one down there. Riley and Zitko. Or Zitko held without the footy. Dragosevic comes in there, but Zitko does well. Picks it up. Oh! Hooked it on the left foot and has hit the post. So
what a try.
Great work, Mario Zitko, but not quite there. 14-8-92 North Geelong. They lead Thomson 13-12-90. Buckley's Entertainment Centre. Final quarter scoreboard, 9.5 minutes gone.
So Forbes from fullback for Thomson to do the kicking in. Oakley and Aitchison come towards the commentary box side at half back. And he'll come this side after a bit of indecision. Kicks it long. Hesselwood. Aitchison works his way to the front. Punched away. Mitchell. Good little kick around the corner towards centre wing. Gains 30 metres. Wilson comes at it, and also Timmy Gardner can't keep it in. And we'll have a boundary throw in on centre wing. So right in front of our commentary box on centre wing, we'll have a boundary throw in. Weiss. Oakley gets it down. Scown, handball to Cranage. Left foot kick towards half forward. Stein attacks it beautifully. Goes long towards half forward. Numbers with North Geelong. Fisher, Nick Maharis off hands. Gibbs will tap back towards Tajani. Gardner to run onto it as well. Put him under pressure. Through the middle, Tajani. Hood standing over there as well. The umpire will come in and ball it up 50 metres out from the Thomson goal. So the Tigers into attack. 13-12-90. They trail North Geelong 14-8-92 from the ruck contest. Fisher over the top of it. Oh, might have given away a high tackle. Gardner gives it away to Highland. Under pressure, right foot kick towards a 10-metre square. Maharis taps it away. Tajani, North Geelong with the numbers of it sits. Shepherd from Friars. Tajani now, right foot kick towards the wing. Baxter up against, who was that? Scown out there. Kick off the ground, gain 30 metres and the boundary line safety. And there'll be a boundary throw in on centre wing.
I think the question's been asked now, who wants to do the hard work? Will get the 4 points.
No doubt about that, Laurie. And just at the moment, North Geelong, they're holding their own.
Well, they're prepared to run with the footy probably a little bit more.
The ball out of bounds. Out of centre wing, comes back into play. Oakley pushed under the football there, and by Longstaff. Longstaff gets it, handball underground, looking for Scown. Runs with the footy, can't pick it up, however. Baxter does well to defend it, and the umpire will put a whistle on play because both players laying on top of the football and wasn't going to come out there. So umpire Farnsworth between wing and half forward for North Geelong, kicking to the western end. Breeze, nothing at all now. True's not moving at all as the umpire puts the ball into the air once again. Oakley and Weiss. Oakley got the better of it. Looks for Highland. Comes to Gardner. Threw it out to teammate in Stone. His kick smothered. Mitchell put down. See Rocco gets a handball over the top to Stein. Can't pick the footy up. Bit of pressure out there now. Timmy Gardner went without it. Now it's picked up there by Wilson. A little chip forward to the lead of Dragosevic.
Oh, got it.
And the strong mark there in the middle for Dragosevic. He's got players loose. He's just chipped it to, well, poor defence there by Thomson because out on his own, 10 metres or 20 metres from goal was Kennedy of North Geelong. Dragosevic unselfishly chipped it across there. And Kennedy now about to have a shot on goal.
Important kick this one, Eric.
It is. Jason Stein is on the mark, 20 metres from goal. Kennedy now moves in. Left foot, glorious kick off the boot. We're right behind it. And that is the second goal of the day to Brendan Kennedy, the 15th for North Geelong. 15-8-98. They lead Thomson, 13-12-90. Buckley's Entertainment Centre. Final quarter scoreboard, 13 minutes gone.
Yeah, well, that was a good goal, Ed.
Yes.
You called it beautifully, Eric. The defence on Thomson was very, very shabby then. We're able to just slot the ball around. You've got to be very careful. Very careful what you do when you run up and you can't afford to let your men run short.
Well, especially when you're behind in the last quarter, Laurie.
And I noticed North were prepared to do the hard work. Even when Thomson went forward, they had blokes running 50 metres back.
Back in the middle, Weiss got it down towards, well, it was Harrington who ran off the square and got it towards Hearn. Hearn over the top of it, needs some support, got it back to Ferguson, handball, backwards towards Sanders, thought about the handball, then the left foot kick to Gibbs, over the back, Highland, they've got the numbers, Thomson, they run through centre wing, Highland, 2 bounces, we'll get a Shepherd, no, he doesn't need it, right foot kick, long, terrible kick off the boot, Fisher goes up though, no mark taken, Troy Maharis is there, and Tajani wants a safety to the boundary line, finds it, boundary throw in, half back flank, Thomson into attack.
So I just said before, who wants to work hard? If you want to work hard, it's there.
So boundary throw in. Tigers into attack. Coming through. Nick Maharis, short boundary throw in. Handball thought about to Hood, then got it back to brother Troy. Right foot kick. And it's out of bounds on the full. So North Geelong to repel that attack.
14 minutes in the quarter, Laurie. Thomson really needed a goal out of that.
Yes, it's too easy just to put it on the left and kick it out of bounds. It's a turnover.
It's 8 points of difference. North Geelong leading at the moment. And Joe McDermott with the footy in the last line of defence for the Magpies. It's got Hesselwood calling for it and Weiss. He goes long towards Weiss again. Nick Maharis from behind, big thump away, good defensive play and out of bounds for a throw in. Still at half forward, Thomson into attack. Sun's gone under here, a bit dark and a bit cold, a bit chilly.
Three-quarter time, Myers reserve. Belpost still 14-6-90, Corio 13-10-88.
Oh, jeez. So some real close games. Now the ball gone deep into attack for Thomson. Maharis gave the handball away. That was Troy through the middle. Sanders. Handball dangerously towards Tajani under pressure. O'Connor got the tackle and gets it. The kick only went as far as Tim Gardner, who will shoot for goal from 40 metres out. Slight angle, so a turnover once again for North Geelong.
Just goes to show with the forwards putting pressure on the defence there, Laurie.
Well, it was the same before when Ferguson put the pressure up here, turned it over, and they were able to kick a goal. So it's the same in reverse. If you're prepared to work hard and squeeze the ball out, you make opportunities.
Gardner, 40 metres out, right foot kick, has missed. Through for one behind.
He should have run around the man on the mark, Jason.
Two behinds to Tim Gardner. They go to 13-13-91. They trail North Geelong 15-8-98. Buckley's Entertainment Centre. Final quarter scoreboard, 16 minutes played.
So in this last quarter, the experienced Joey McDermott doing the kicking in for North Geelong, and that might be significant. Young Chris Fryers, he's done it most of the day. McDermott now goes wide. The leads come from Gibbs. Coming from behind, there was Mitchell, not able to spoil the footy, and a strong mark there by Gibbs on half-back flank for North. Just chips it forward. He's got Sanders, who's been very productive in this second half, and taken the mark. Didn't gain a lot. I think it's, perhaps went to play on there. Now Mark Little chipped to Kennedy. Came on to take the handball, Sanders. Now they got themselves into trouble. I think O'Connor tackled high. Play on to the umpire. Picked up by Nick Maharis to Dean Oakley. Handball to the middle to Shane Stone. And now the ball right across the ground for Thomson. Troy Maharis is well spoilt there by Chris Fryers. The young fellow did well. And Brent Hood running onto the footy for Thomson. Can't control it as he's bundled over the boundary line. Between wing and half forward, this time on the outer side for the Thomson side. They trail by 8 points. 17 minutes gone. Final quarter as the ball comes in. Timmy Gardner, his opponent Wilson under the footy. Picked up by Stone of Thomson. Kicks it forward. Lands in the forward pocket. Troy Feldman, he's competing against Joey McDermott there. The two old stages against one another as the ball is off their hands. 20 metres from the behind post, deep in the forward area for Thomson. The boundary umpire about to put the ball into play once again. Over the top, Nick Maharis takes the footy. Handball out to Troy Feldman. Eludes the tackle. Hooks it around the body. Nice looking kick. Stein can't take the mark on his chest. Picks it up. Handball to Mitchell. Runs past the football. Coming through hard there for North is Ferguson. Can't pick it up. Christian Hyland does for Thomson. He's tackled high. Umpire said no chance to get rid of the footy. And gee whiz, there's a bit of fooling out there, I can assure you.
Yeah, well, why wouldn't there be?
As the time marches on, heading towards 18 minutes in the final quarter. Inside the 50-metre arc at centre half forward for Thomson. Up high, Dean Oakley. Lovely tap down. Russell Hearn runs onto the footy. Can't get a handball clear, but strong work there by Wilson. Now Scown. North, well, they turned over because Baxter picks it up. Chips it out wide to Stein. Stein now kicks the ball to the full forward position. Big kick.
Oh, Feldman.
The only player that wanted the football. 4 North Geelong players. They basically stood and watched Troy Feldman come through the middle of the pack. Strong mark overhead, and 15 metres out directly in front of goal has the opportunity to bring Thomson back once again. So Troy Feldman, the mark deserves a goal, Laurie.
Yes, it does. Got to finish your work off.
So Troy Feldman now moves in.
He normally eat this. And
he's certainly done just that. Feldman's kicked his second and the 14th for the Thomson side. 14-13-97 Thomson. They trail North Geelong 15-8-98. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 19 minutes gone.
I think we've inherited the Crash here, haven't we?
I think we might have. and they're pretty noisy.
Well, the Tide boys out there now, got to find a little bit, Eric.
Oh, yes.
Either sides, but it's up there for grabs now. If you just can concentrate and work hard for the next 5 minutes and maybe get another goal or whatever, you can get this game.
Point the difference, back to the middle. Weiss up against Oakley. Umpire throws the ball in the air. Oakley goes up, gets it down to O'Connor. Centre break, goes towards centre half forward. Hood against Dejani, favours Hood. Can he take the mark? Yes, he can. 45 metres out, plays on quickly, goes long towards the square. Fisher gets back there. Stein can't take the mark, play on the call. Off hands, Nick Maharis runs in and has kicked the goal. So Nick Maharis puts Thomson back in front.
Stein, he landed heavily.
Kicked his first of the afternoon, Nick Maharis, and the 15th for Thomson. They go to 15-13, 103, and they lead North Geelong 15-8, 98, 5 points of difference. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 20 minutes play.
Laurie, it was a fantastic effort by Stein because he put a contest on the mark there, and otherwise the North Geelong player was going to take the easy mark. the ball spilled, and Nick Maharis did everything but kick the footy at the finish.
Yeah, he did very well there, Rick. Question was popped to him, and he answered it beautifully.
So North, they've got to come from behind again. In the middle, Weiss takes the ball from the
Harrington.
Mark not taken by Harrington, picked up by Dragosevic, dropped the footy. Umpire calls play on. Roberts picks the ball up, kicks toward the boundary, and now Thomson defending stoutly to get the ball out of bounds. Half forward flank for North Geelong, kicking in this final quarter to the western end. But they are in front by 5 points now, Thomson, at the 21-minute mark of the final quarter. Oakley and Hesselwood. Hesselwood gets the tap down, picked up by Aitchison and kicks back towards centre wing. A mismatch out there between Mitchell and Weiss. Weiss takes the mark, plays on quickly. Handball over to Wilson, over to Scown at centre half forward. Runs to 50, doesn't kick the ball too well. And the saving mark in the final quarter here, taken by Aitchison of Thomson. Has a player loose on half-back flank, chips it wide, and Shane Stone takes the mark. He's chipped it further forward, and, well, the ball's still inside defensive 50, but Dan O'Connor for Thomson has the mark. He's gone wide. Gee, has he gone too wide? The man in front, Nick Maharis, takes the strong mark overhead, and the field umpire has overruled the boundary umpire, I'd suggest. So, well, now he's calling it back. It's just a matter of...
it's a throw-in.
Well, isn't that on the full?
It's got to be on the full because the umpire paid the mark. So a bit of a misjudgment there by the umpires. There's a ball now out of bounds, out of wing, in the back. Timmy Gardner, he put Hesselwood down in the contest. Hesselwood gets the free kick, goes to centre wing. Scown now on his own, takes the mark for North Geelong. In the centre circle at the moment, 22 minutes gone, final quarter. As Brad Scown for North now. Thomson, they've pushed everybody back. Stein can't take the mark, comes to Grell. Zitko throws the ball away, comes for Hasselwood. Harrington, he's tackled. Zitko's tackled, picked up by Roberts, kicked to the middle of the ground. Good work there by Tajani to Russell Hearn. Hearn of North Geelong goes wide. The lead's from Dragosevic.
Got it!
Great mark diving forward there from Dragosevic.
Too far out.
Well, he's going to be kicking from 50 metres. It'll be a big kick from there because we haven't seen too many goals kicked from out there. As he's about to line up now. Adam Dragosevic will take the kick. Man on the mark just inside the 50-metre arc is Marcus Forbes. Dragosevic now moves in. The left footer. It's a nice long kick. It's across the face of goal. Zitko pushed his opponent forward. The umpire said it's all okay. So it's a behind to Dragosevic and to North. 15 goals, 9.99 North. Thomson, 15, 13, 103. 23 minutes gone. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard.
Forbes from fullback for Thomson.
Pick your men up.
Playing the zone, North Geelong. And they've got a lot down there. Called to play on now. Looks to go as long as he can. Towards Nick Maharis and Brad Roberts. Off hands, Harrington's there. Thomson with the numbers at the fall. Oakley, but the ball comes out towards Sanders. Over the top of it, Harrington tried to get it away. Crucial now, Oakley. O'Connor in there as well. Fighting hard for it, Sanders. Pack develops. Umpire calls play on. Ferguson. Handballs it back to Weiss. Got a bit of time. Drives it long towards the goal square. Zitko and Riley coming out. Zitko. No play on the call. Numbers with Thomson. Highland gets away. Half-back chips the ball, and it's okay. And taking the mark is Nick Maharis. And a bit of worry there. Nick Maharis just holding his knee.
Might have only got to 15 metres, that little...
So Nick Maharis at half-back. Just holds play up. Shows some experience. The kicker want to be good though. He needs somebody at centre wing. It's Oakley. He goes in that direction. Terrible kick off the boot. Off hands. Highland's there though. Handball over the top to Hood. At half forward. Got a bit of time to set something up. 1 bounce, 2 bounce. Inside 50, 3 bounce. Must kick the goal now. Draws a player. Right foot kick. Goal! Brent Hood, 5th goal. That's the ball game. And Thomson kick their 16th. They go to 16-13, 109. 10-point leaders over North Geelong, 15-9-99. Buckley's Entertainment Centre, final quarter scoreboard. 25 minutes played.
Well, they're very, very fortunate not to get a kick against North Geelong. Nick Maharis, he kicked the footy, and the bloke just an absolute coat hanger, and should have been advantaged 50 metres down. But Brent Hood, what a magnificent individual effort, Laurie.
Top effort.
We've seen some great goals today, and that was another one of them as the ball goes in the air once again. Weiss gets a tap down to Hearn. Tries to, well, he's run a long way, Russell Hearn.
He's still running.
And finally gets a handball to Heselwood. Off the left foot, goes towards the full forward position. In front there was Dragosevic, couldn't take the crumb. Comes back to Sanders, hooks it around. Great smothering there by the Thomson defence. Kennedy picks it up. He's kicked a couple. Aitchison comes through and game 150. Dives on the football. Absolute desperation.
Great stuff.
25 and a half minutes into the last quarter. The umpire will take the footy just inside the 50-metre arc. Centre half forward for the North Geelong side. Thomson pushed a lot of players back now, as you would. But umpire Wheelahan puts the ball in the air. Oakley and Weiss both tap the same way. Baxter takes it with strength. One step, kicks towards centre wing. Brett Fisher on his own there. Takes the strong mark. Plays on quickly. Hooks it out wide. The leads come from Harrington. Oh, magnificent defensive work. Nick Maharis takes the mark. Doesn't know where to go. He's a captain, got in the way, but kicks the ball to the middle. And Mitchell takes the mark for Thomson there. Hasn't got too much to kick to. Kicks long, looking for Timmy Gardner. Well, great body work, Timmy Gardner. Handball quickly to Jason Stein, over the top to Dan O'Connor. But he's kicked, well, an absolute nothing kick from Dan O'Connor. Kick to the goal square, thinking Troy Maharis was there. Unfortunately, he wasn't. Ball comes back for North Geelong. Timmy Gardner, good position, can't take the mark. Mitchell at the back, handball over the top to Yates. Handball to Dean Oakley, who's running. Handball further forward to Stein, bundled out of the way. Then Yates picks the footy up. Handballs forward to nobody for Thomson. Stein comes at the footy. Russell Hearn, strength, picks up the footy, tips it back into the corridor, dangerous. But Heselwood is there at centre half back to take the mark for North Geelong. 27 minutes gone, final quarter. Heselwood now goes wide. McDermott takes the mark for North. They've got to go forward quickly, Laurie. The ball kicked, Logstaff takes the mark on centre wing, plays on quickly. They've got to do that. North kicks long. Weiss runs after the footy there, coming from the other side. Nick Maharis. Between them, they get the footy down to Edwards for Thomson. On the left foot, goes to centre wing. Sierrocco can't take the mark. Aitchison comes in strongly, puts a contest on the footy. Kick along the ground, picked up by Hearn, throws it to his teammate in Sanders at centre half back. Ball comes towards Kennedy on the half forward flank. Good work,
take it on, son.
Decides to have a run, has a bounce, kicks it goalwards. Nice looking kick. Oh, great contest up there, Riley and Zitko, and terrific work, Riley. Punches to the boundary, decides to chase the footy himself, picks it up and kicks long to centre wing. Aitchison's out there, can't take the mark, and offhands it over the boundary line on centre wing, out of side. 28 minutes gone, final quarter. 16-13, Thomson lead North Geelong, 15-9.
Boundary throw in, centre wing, Weiss, and also Nick Maharis working his way down there. Big last quarter from Nick Maharis. He's been everywhere. He'll do the ruck work against Jamie Weiss. Gardner goes up as well, runs away, draws a play, gives it away to Stone. Left foot kick towards half forward. Dejani in front, punched away at the back by Hood. Good defensive play. And Troy Maharis and Joe McDermott see it over the boundary line. It's at the right end for Thomson though. They're 35 metres around from their goal and they lead by 10 points. So a boundary throw in. Heselwood will do the ruck work for North Geelong. And possibly Troy Maharis will have to in the end. Well, Gardner does it again. Runs through the middle, handball towards Hood. Shuffles the ball out towards Sierrocco to run onto it. Kick off the ground by Wilson. Through for one behind to Thomson. So they go to 16-14, 110. And they lead North Geelong 15-9, 99. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. 29 minutes played.
Well, it's been a gallant effort from North, Laurie, but I think the time might beat them.
Yeah, I think it might, Eric. No, it's been a great performance from them. They're just not going to get over the line.
So McDermott now has the lead from Gibbs. Doesn't take the mark. Good work. Mitchell gets a spoil on the footy now. Gibbs in trouble. He's surrounded by Thomson players. Handball comes back. Mitchell picks it up. Nowhere to go. Handball's looking for a teammate. Umpire has paid dropping the ball. So free kick to Chris Fryers.
They've got to move it quickly.
Good tackle there. So Fryers now. Most players up the ground and mark. Decides to go long. Dean Oakley. Fingertip mark by Oakley. In front of Harrington and probably stemmed that attack for North Geelong. Well, I don't know about the choice of kick there to a nest of North Geelong players. Picked up by Heselwood. His kick, equally as poor, I think, has kicked it straight to the middle of the ground where Baxter of Thomson, the old head of Timmy Gardner, telling him to slow it down and put the hands up and take your time. So Chris Baxter now in the middle of the ground. We've gone past 30 minutes at the moment as the ball goes to centre half forward. Big mark, Brett Fisher at centre half back for North Geelong. and staved off another attack from the Thomson forwards. So Fisher needs to get the ball moving. Time is ticking on. Decides to go straight down the middle, which he has to do. Dan O'Connor backing back. The ball comes off the pack to the front to Shane Stone, and Stone finds Nick Maharis. As the boys have mentioned, great last quarter from him. He's got Yates, who's drifted into the space forward pocket. So Andrew Yates now, 35 metres from goal, 45-degree angle. The opportunity to sew the game up completely for Thomson, because should score from there, and goal certainly is going to be very, very handy for Thomson now. Very close to siren time, late in the last quarter. Andrew Yates now, man on the mark, 30 metres from goal, 45-degree angle. Yates kicking for his third. He has two already. Not a bad looking kick off the boot. That's a brilliant kick. He's kicked his third, and that's certainly the ball game, but wasn't over before. 17-14, 116 Thomson. They lead North Geelong 15-9-99. 31 minutes gone the final quarter on the Buckley's Entertainment scoreboard.
Yes, it's all over now, but boy, they've been gallant, both sides here today. It's been a great game of football, and there's been a lot of turnovers, but there's been a lot of pressure out there as well today, so you've got to understand if there's pressure there, there's going to be turnovers.
Back to the middle, Oakley up against Weiss. Weiss gets it down, Stone to run onto it though, did well, got a good shepherd from Gardner, goes long towards Stein by himself, takes the mark, same position as Yates, kicked the goal just a minute ago and will line up for goal. And just taking his time, Jason Stein wants to chip the ball towards Highland, called to kick it again though, because the umpire had called time off, so Jason Stein from about 35, 40 metres out.
So it's interesting, the umpire hasn't called time on.
So he hasn't kicked a goal today. Played a bit of a different role today, Stein. Not as deep as he usually is in defence. He comes in on the siren, doesn't make the distance, but it doesn't matter because Thomson have claimed the victory. 17-14, 116. They've defeated North Geelong 15-9-99 in that final term. 5 goals 4 to the Tigers. The Magpies managed 2 goals 2. There was 17 points of difference at the final siren. 17-14, 116. North Geelong 15-9-99. The goal kickers for Thomson: 5 to Brent Hood, 3 to Andrew Yates, 2 each to Troy Maharis and Troy Feldman, and singles to Christian Highland, Dean Oakley, Nick Maharis, Josh Acoli and Dan O'Connor. While for North Geelong, 3 to Andrew Ferguson, 2 each to Russell Hearn, Brad Scown, Kane Harrington, Brendan Kennedy and Marty Sanders. Singles to Mario Zitko and Adam Dragosevic. 17 points of difference at the final siren, and Thomson claim their 8th victory of the season in this round 11 match day coverage. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have the final siren thanks to Australian Treated Pine. We'll have a wrap of the day in football, all the final scores from other round 11 games, our Carrion Hotel Player of the Day and much more. On the other side of this break, you're listening to Matchday Live on 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football.